A very good afternoon to you all, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that you're all good, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the JOHTO week that's going to be coming. Tuesday, 10 AM is when it starts, and we need to go over some of the information. So you know I did it for the Hoenn week because Hoenn week is obviously OP. Kanto will be good. However, JOHTO's sort of a middle ground. We need to go over some of the details so you know what to prioritise and what you can kind of leave alone and not worry too much about. This is the last celebration week for the regional celebration event thing that we've got going up leading to the Kanto week. So the JOHTO week should be good, except when you see that we look over some of the spawns, it's going to be not quite so amazing as Hoenn. It starts the 26th of January at 10 AM your local time, and it will go until January the 31st, right until the end of the month at 8 PM your local time. And that's a Tuesday to Sunday. In the wild, we're going to have more Chikorita, Cyndaquil, Totodile, Mareep, we'll come on to that a bit later, Hoppip, Apom, Sunkern, Yanma, Murkrow, Gligar, Snubbull, Slugma and Miltank. Now, the new shiny is a Miltank. Miltank shiny is bloody awesome. It goes completely blue, it's a blue cow, and it's a long awaited shiny. That's a very good decision, Niantic. Unlike what you did for the Hoenn week, where you could have released shiny Shroomish, Spheal, other stuff. You didn't release a new shiny, you put Aron as the feature shiny. This week you're back on top. Shiny Miltank is a very good choice, and it will be featured in level 3 raids, so that again is like sort of Spinder. It's not a new raid, maybe a new raid boss, I can't remember, but you can chase that shiny in the wild and in raids, so that's a good one. The following Pokemon will be hatching more often from 5km eggs. We've got event-themed 5km eggs like every week, except these are a little bit more interesting. It's basically the baby Pokemon from Gen 2, so we've got Pichu, Cleffa, Igglybuff, Smoochum, Tyrogue as well. Thrown in there is also Wooper. We had a Wooper day, guys. We don't really need any more Wooper. Check out that video with Coops. And Larvitar. Now, Larvitar is a good one because that means 5km eggs are going to contain Larvitar, and also 12km eggs are going to contain Larvitar. So you've got 2 different egg pools that Larvitar's going to feature in. You're going to be able to get XL candy for it. And a level 50 Tyranitar, with Smackdown, that's going to be useful in raids. So that's a good point. The rest of them, it's kind of a shiny hunt. Really, if you need the shiny baby, probably your best chance is to go for the event 5km eggs. I have all of them, I think. We're going to have research tasks like we have for everything else. So Cyndaquil, Chikorita and Totodile will all be in the research tasks. Chinchu, Mareep, Sudowoodo and Miltank. So Miltank's a research quest reward, which would be nice. In level 1 raids, like pretty much every week, we've got the 3 starters again. We've got Mareep again, Marill, that's alright, not too bad, and Larvitar. Now Larvitar, Niantic, I mean, it's a bit annoying, but obviously we know they're a business to run, so they're going to milk Larvitar as best they can. It's in eggs and in raids, that's it. Spend money in the game, and you can get Larvitar. The level 3 raids are quite interesting. It's a mixed bag. So you've obviously got Miltank. Miltank is in the level 3 raids. Togetic is another one I'd recommend going for if you're trying to look to build up a fairy type team. So that's a level 3 raid boss. You've then got Skarmory. It's going to be in the wild probably. Doesn't really matter too much. Good in PvP. And you've got Umbreon and Espeon because they're the Gen 2 evolutions. So if you don't want to have to walk 10 kilometers to get that evolution, that's pretty good. Obviously, if you're trying to do it for the level 42 task, you have to evolve it. The collection challenge this time round. Now, I've seen a lot of people struggle with Sinnoh. People have had to, try and find a research task for the +1 mine and for Hoenn, and also bag on tricky. However, by the time you watch this, we probably would have had the incense. Well, the incense day is due to happen this Sunday, actually. So they've introduced last minute a Mareep incense day, which I'll cover in another video. I'll go and do that out and about. The Gen 2 one, you're going to have to collect Chikorita, Cyndaquil, Totodile, Sudowoodo, Sunkern, Murkrow, Smeargle. So you're going to have to get snapshotted. Just go through and start taking your pictures. Do your buddies. Buddy Pokemon snapshots are good. You also get Smeargle, you need to do individual snapshot sessions. So you need to take a snapshot if it isn't there, back out, go in again. It's a bit irritating and tiresome to do, but you have to do it for the collection challenge apparently. At least you can do it from home this time. Miltank and Larvitar are in there, and the rewards for this one are, in my case, pretty lackluster. 15 normal Pokeballs, 10 Ultra Balls and an incense. If you're a rural player, I guess you'll probably be quite thankful for those. We've got some big news. Obviously Metagross could learn Meteor Mash in the Hoenn week, but there are more Gen 2 Community Day Pokemon that were featured in 2018 than the Hoenn region. So we're getting a lot more. Meganium knowing Frenzy Plant is going to be able to be evolved to. Typhlosion knowing Blast Bud is going to be able to be evolved to. And then we've got Ampharos learning Dragon Pulse. You can evolve to that now, which is, it's not particularly useful. I wouldn't really recommend too much going for that one. Tyranitar knowing Smackdown. Now with XL Candy in the game, and if you feel like grinding it, a level 50 Tyranitar with Smackdown Stone Edge is seriously good because it's going to have some insane TDO, so that's good for the raiders. I'll be chasing Larvitar a tiny little bit to get some XL Candy. This is where we get to some of the good news, is that the Gen 2 legendary beasts are making their return. It has been a hot minute since they were in raids at all. The last time they were in raids was their raid days, respectively, in 2019 summer. That's how long it's been. Entei is going to be appearing first. That is going to be going over the course of the whole Johto week. I'm assuming we're going to have like a sort of 2-week lull period between the end of Johto week and the Kanto event starting. January the 26th through to January the 31st is when Entei is going to be in 5-star raids. Then Raikou, January the 31st until February the 4th, that's when that's going to be in raids. And then Suicune will round things out February the 4th through to February the 9th. And I'm assuming after that we're going to have a Valentine's Day event, which could bring a new Gen 6 legendary. I'm thinking one of the fairy types, Xerneas maybe. Let's have a little bit of information for you. So Entei, it's pretty good fire type. Not gonna lie, it's a pretty decent fire type raid attacker, but there are better ones in terms of damage per second and stuff. Entei's more on the heavy TDO kind of side, so if you want a bulkier legendary to do and boost your fire type teams, you can go for some Entei. I want to go for the Hundo. I've got a Hundo Raikou, I've got a Hundo Suicune. I need the Hundo Entei to complete the set. Raikou, on the other hand, it's unfortunate that Kyogre will have buggered off before you can get your Raikou, but Raikou is a seriously good electric type attacker. It's the second best electric type in the game, realistically, if you exclude Shadows and all of that. It's second only to Zekrom, and Zekrom probably won't be back for a little while, I would assume. It's got to come back with its shiny at some point in the near future. Raikou learning Thundershock Wild Charge. It's a seriously heavy DPS attacker. It's brilliant stuff, but it's quite weak. It is a bit more glassy. If you're looking to build up your electric type team, definitely go and do some Raikou raids. It's interesting to note that Entei and Raikou, respectively, in their times, do get a raid hour. Each of them get a raid hour. Suicune, on the other hand, doesn't. Suicune sits just outside of the raid hour window. So Niantic obviously know that people won't be chasing Suicune. Coming on to Suicune. Suicune is a brilliant shiny. Very good, and if you're searching for that shiny, if you're new to the game, you'll want to search for that shiny. Hop into the Discord. We had a whole influx joining from the raid hour for Groudon and Kyogre, so thank you very much everybody who has joined and is new to the Discord. You do need to set up a player profile. It's very, very basic. You can set that up, and then once you've done that, you can get access to the raiding system, which is brilliant. Suicune has no place in any meta. Suicune is useless. I have a maxed out 100%er. Not once have I ever thought, I'll take it in Master League. But it's fantastic to see that the Gen 2 Legendary Beasts are making their return. Their long overdue return, because, to be honest, the last time they were properly, for a good chunk of time, individually, one raid boss, Entei, Raikou, Suicune, was 2017. 2017, when they did the monthly regional rotation around the world. That was the last time they were in raids, so I'm hoping to get into some raids for those. I want the Hundo Entei, I would take some more Raikou. Suicune I might just do a Heatran and not bother with it, but hey. My top tips, okay, evolve some Tyranitar. Definitely evolve some Tyranitar. It's definitely worth your time getting the Smackdown move on it. It may not be as good as Rampardos in terms of DPS or Rockrecker Rhyperior, which was a very recent community day, but you can't ignore Tyranitar's TDO. So if you're looking to kind of save on revives and potions, Tyranitar with Smackdown Stone Edge is a seriously good bet. Meganium knowing Frenzy Plant is pretty useful in the Great League. It's certainly been on my team whenever I last did some PvP months ago. So it's still a good pick. Definitely evolve. If you can find a PvP IV Chikorita during the Johto week, good stuff. Go for it. Apart from that, Shiny Hunt Miltank. That's basically it, because Shiny Miltank is a brilliant shiny, and it's been hotly anticipated that it would come out, so everybody's very excited for that. Aside from that, genuinely this week is a bit not top tier really. I thought I would just provide you with that sort of information, so I hope you found that sort of useful. Do let me know in the comments if you're looking forward to the Johto week. What part of it are you looking forward to? Are you new to the game and you haven't got the Raikou, Suicune and Entei raid bosses? Let me know if you're going for any of the individual spawns. Are you going to grind XL Candy from Mareep, a bit like me for my Hundo Ampharos, or are you going to grind to try and get the Tyranitar XL Candy from the Larvitar raids and eggs? What's your game plan for this Johto week? And with that, I'm going to say thank you very much for watching, everybody. Please do make sure to subscribe if you are new with the notifications on so you don't miss any uploads or live streams. That is very key. And of course, smash the like button if you enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next video, whenever that might be. Take care, everybody.